Figure is the D, the city of Detroit, which is fatal, but beautiful. This is to sort of situate myself in terms of the space where I live. As some of you know, you have visited my adopted city. It's a very hard, the French say, a hardcore city. So I'll read a few pages from that. Of course, the car men are the auto guys. 1, to invoke. I say it like this: to do duty from the first, the river in my mind, inconceivable gathering, barges, and very quietly crossing my mind the familiarity of its tunes. 2 sharps and a flat. Across the painted stage, the isolation of technique. Enters Benjamin, dressed as sandwich man to make visible the principle of interruption. I have named that concept which makes literary products directly accessible to a social and therefore material analysis. You in the wrong scene, comrade. Papers over the rule, resumes the floor. Painted stage as straits, narrow space or passage, long elusive blues of writers' insignia spilling there in the history of distress. Fly the flag upon large bodies of water subject to a background. They will stutter. Pale summer men are mixed with leader images. Belle Isle at a draw feigns power, squatting in the native sun. Prophet in hand, many see to it she remain under the weight of advice, linger over syllables in that terrible sentence, D equals villain who meets her D ... age on stage. Something in the blind waters revokes the ban on transit. They ferry you around sluice necessity to break open. Prends garde. To trash. A section of the script conceals the clumsy figure on the left panel. Snatch of red relegates her to the object world of late. What would be an appropriate surface toward risk? The appearance of truth inside police station? Any analysis of D must begin here. Endlessly open to translation, graft, naval control, the fictitious chain of object choices. I run my fingers through the women's camp. Low buildings erected for temporary shelter, not sinister. Some kind of flowers then, grassy banks, even eyeliner to increase the slight proportion allocated after work, money shot, spent fraying the facts of what turns you on. If you know how to say money shot in French, I'd be very grateful. To rehearse. D, the bastard child of the engineer. D, not to be confused with dépense. D must have trembled all the way. D would thus hang on the fact. D, index of endurance. D, lacunary. D, ill state, a transfer of. D, detached from. D, in the event of desire. D, shell of a city. D, keys its inhabitants to disperse. D, tardy frame at no charge. D, penned in flimsy letters. D, grief. D, bereaved, watches over. D, early arrival in very small numbers. D, sparse columns, the gendered aspect of evening. D, ordinance, the same finality. D, forces things apart. I did that one in French, so... without a dictionary. À répéter. D, la bâtarde de l'ingénieur. D, à ne pas confondre avec dépense. D a dû trembler pendant tout le chemin. D serait donc accroché au fait. D, index d'endurance. D, lacune. D, en mauvais état, un transfert. D, détaché de. D, en cas de désir. D, ville épave. D, donne le signal à ses habitants de se disperser. D, cadre tardif sans qu'il en coûte. D, écrite en lettres de fumée. D, chagrin. D, en deuil, surveille l'arrivée matinale à petit nombre. D, quelques colonnes, l'aspect masculin-féminin du soir. D, ordonnances, la même finalité. D, force, la séparation des choses. And just a few more. This is called My Ass Is Not a Writing Desk, or This Ain't No Dangerous Liaison. You'll know who Henry is, Henry Ford. Is being addressed here, so it's called Dear Henry. Damn it, you can't afford to ignore me. This black devil hellfire comes with its own circuit of revenge. Flat iron, axials, data sheet push into handkerchief drills. A bedroom community want to hire frequent sucking bootleg liquor. Any other than me, more rapacious or punishing, would have put a fuse down where you should feel sorry. You can't feel a thing, do you? Big shot, shaking them skinny legs. You knew all along what they was doing with the fucking plutonium. And don't think nobody remembers you getting pinned with the Grand Cross of the Nazi Eagle and scumbag #1 distributing swastikas in your offices, man, like there was some special badge of honor and shit. Ida just cried, ever so ladylike. But now he, the Redeemer, be asleep on his back while you toot one last time. I shall be with you on your deathbed to hold the beaker to your lips. Let me refreshen the collective unconscious. A little mascara, blush on April 7th, Fair Lane, isn't it? The big house so quiet, your will made and my banks damp. When examined up close, I too yearn to be framed in the realm of beauty. I mean to go down as prodigious, absolutely modern drive behind the disappearance, pure and simple, of the original. Tinged with gold and red, I am the machinic pucker of translation. Multiple copies, the unique, the irreplaceable, grovels at my feet, begging instant reproduction forever in my debt. I come with each issue, your vigor, love deep. And here's the response of Henry. Dear D, all the same, notice my awesome fondness for your provenance. Sans rien dire de tes fesses noires, my class has always confused with the detestable nostalgie de la boue, unless it be the playback wheel, that small unpredictable headed pin which comes to derail the whole shebang. A single mistake in my bankruptcy would reveal the very heart of my enterprise, the unvarying monstrous nature by which I live. I mean, the diegetic world you and I have known amounts to a particular request. A little head can appear legitimate in the field of vision blurred by faltering sails and economy strikers. Scarcely a fiction, I remain the one who lost something after your infamous debacle. High above, the ligature of stars rules out my taste for that image which best renders your charm. You had just decided the myth of alterity was another bourgeois trick to keep you down on all fours and lowing while we argued as to whose dividend produced the greater frisson. Imagine the car smelled like a mess. I watched while the boys took their time, fingers pushing harder with each handheld fuck. Now that the end is near, I don't mind telling you I spit on your Series D syringe and all. Go on, child, scream, fret and fume. You can't afford not to. Your sublime black hole will have been my only truth, my only night. Love, Henry.